everyone, and welcome back to my channel for another super-tastic speed build. I know a lot of you probably clicked on the video and you're like, what is this girl on today? Why on earth are we building a giant cupcake? Well, let me tell you. For starters, I am determined to figure out these rounded wall doohickeys. I said this a few weeks ago when I built my princess tower. I don't know who in the Sims community was asking for round walls. I don't know, because it wasn't me, and I'm not saying that no one was, but I remember when like these dropped, I was watching some major simmers, like Lil Simsy was like out here, she was like, the community has been waiting for these. I scroll Sims Reddit to fall asleep. I eat, breathe, sleep The Sims. But I just could not figure out who was asking for these. But like, you know what? Everyone's got their thing. So I figured, let's try it. This is my second time trying to figure out these round walls, and I must say, I'm not a huge fan. They are very difficult. But I did have fun building this. We are building a giant pistachio cupcake today because I am going to a baking party and all my friends are baking treats and we're going to drink wine and eat them. It's going to be super fantastic and fun. I'm looking forward to it. And I made my grandmother's pistachio cupcake recipe. If someone wants the recipe, like, I'll totally give it to you. It's not a secret. One thing about my grandmother, because she taught me how to bake, the woman could not cook anything. No, okay. She could cook edible things, but she wasn't necessarily a good cook. She was a smoker. And she'll tell you, she swore up and down to the day she died, God rest her soul and whatnot, that she did not smoke. The woman had carpet and wood paneling in her house, okay? That, and I think she forgot that I was a cognitive human, even at the age of like 5, because she used to pick me up from pre-K and like crack her window and like smoke out of them. And my Nana was a great Nana. She used to take me yard sailing and back to school shopping, and we'd get bacon pizza and drink diet black cherry sodas, and we would bake treats and watch Jerry Springer. So the woman was a great nanny, but she did smoke and she did lie about it, okay? So don't smoke, kids. And the reason I'm telling you about her smoking habits is the woman couldn't taste anything, so everything needed salt, everything needed seasoning. The woman just, as an Italian grandma, it was honestly diabolical that she was out here not seasoning things the way they need to be seasoned. But you know what? She could bake. She taught me to bake, she taught my mom how to bake, and she taught us how to make these little pistachio cupcakes. Now, one thing my Nana also used to do, and she thought we didn't know about, is she would definitely take recipes out of like the magazine and just like pass them off as hers. And there were some recipes that were hers, but there were others I was like, Queen, don't lie, you got this off the back of a box. They're still delicious. And after my Nana passed, I got my mom this big cookbook to put all her recipes in, so we're like going through them, and it's so funny. Like on one side of the card is like her beautiful calligraphy handwriting, kind of hard to read honestly. I'm used to reading it, but my brother was a lot younger, so he doesn't remember my grandmother as much, and he's like, what the fuck? What does this even say? I'm like, it obviously says preheat the oven to 350 degrees. But then on the back of it, it would be like a cutout, or like literally like she would like scalpel off the Pillsbury recipe sticker from the can and stick it on the back of it. And I was like, but this is all from scratch, Nana, all from your brain. But yeah, so I made some pistachio cupcakes to go to this baking party, and I decided why not build a round home in The Sims, so I can learn how to use, you know, round walls as well as make a pistachio cupcake. And then I put it in Chestnut Ridge, which is the world that came with the horse ranch pack. I don't know what that was about. I really don't. There were a lot of debatable choices that happened when I was doing this build. I can't answer for all of them. And if you have a disdain towards me for it, I respect it. I did put the cupcake machine in here because I couldn't pass up the opportunity to build a cupcake and not have a literal cupcake machine in here. Like, what? Obviously. The one thing when I was like divvying up the floor plan in here, it was not easy. It was not fun. For those of you who have built rounded homes, if you have any tips and tricks, I would love to hear them. But yeah, I was going for green. This is very like, I feel like the green swatches in the game are very subjective in terms of, are they mint? Are they pistachio? Unless they're like fuchsia green, like a lot of the early Sims packs were, I really have a difficult time figuring out what's what. But this house does have a pretty large kitchen, and I believe I end up putting in like a little fireplace area. It's cute. It's a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom. I don't think you guys will download and play in it, but if you do, please let me know. I always get so tickled when I look through my gallery posts, and Like, I'll be like, oh, like, especially on stream, if someone asks me about a house, I'll just pop it up really quick so I can show them. Bless you, sweet angel. My dog just sneezed. And I'll pop it up and just look, and then there's like little comments, just came from your YouTube channel. Shut up, really? Did you really? That's so exciting. Don't make me cry. Okay, so very recently I went on a mother-daughter bar crawl, and it was like supposed to be happy hour. Well, at 11:30 at night, when me and my mom crawled back to the house and we're a little drunk, we were way past happy hour time. But I wanted my mom to watch her Mother's Day build that I built for her. But then it was like, then we kind of fell down a rabbit hole, so we're like watching all my YouTube videos. I'm like, did you like it? Obviously she's telling me yes. I'm drunk. I'm like, that is so special. What? My mom is my mom. My mom is really supportive, and one thing about my mom, I don't think she would ever hate on my sim videos, like ever. Like even, I could literally slander her in my sim videos, and she's like, not my favorite, but like still really good. Very high quality, Tiana. I'm like, thanks, Mom. But then I was like telling her about Sims lore, and at one point I'm standing, we have a huge flat screen TV in my parents' house in the living room, and I'm over here like, I'm pulling up all the stuff. I'm trying to explain to her about Bella Goth. She knows about Don Lothario. She thinks he's toxic, but handsome. I'm like, Mom, you and the rest of the community, welcome. And part of it was like watching her watch my own videos, which was like so much fun. And yeah, there was a point to that story, but I have the tendency to do that. I start telling a story and I get really distracted in my brain, and I try to hold it together, and it just doesn't work. Now, for all of you who are going to comment, be like, you probably have some form of ADHD, I might, but those tests are very expensive, and I've made it this far without them. So, I don't know. I don't know, and I don't care. We're just going to keep thriving. Thriving best we can. But we are finishing up our little living room area. I really wanted to use this pretty, like, minty, pistachio green colored carpet in the bedroom, but I didn't end up using it. What am I'm back in the living room, I guess. That's, sometimes when I build, I get, like, I just get, the same way I talk, I'm just like, first we're gonna go over here, and actually we're gonna go over here, and then we're gonna go back over here, and it's like, girl, you're giving us a headache. I would say I'm going to try to work on it, but I'm probably not going to be able to, so I fully accept that that's a personality flaw. Anyway, back into the bedroom. I really wanted to use the carpet, but then I wanted to use that bed, so I ended up changing it out, and honestly, Pastiana should have left it. I absolutely love the pastel pop kit. It's so beautiful. Such a gorgeous, gorgeous girl. And we're just finishing up like a last couple minute details. I believe I cut out the bathroom, because I always cut out my bathrooms because they're always like samey-same and kind of boring, and I just feel like they're unnecessary. But I did put a lot of cupcake art in this house because, again, I can't build a cupcake house with a cupcake machine and not put up cupcake art. It's just like a rule of law or something. But anyway, we are coming to the end of the build. Oh, I did leave the bathroom in. Who am I? We're coming to the end of the build, so we're going to jump in game for a live tour. And make sure you tell me what your favorite baked treats are. Okay, team, here's my monstrosity in the world of Chestnut Ridge. It looks so bad from the world view. I tried. Here we go, our gorgeous, gorgeous girl just living. I can't even imagine what the screenshots are gonna look like of this thing, but we tried so hard. I actually think the landscaping around it looks really nice because I really struggle landscaping in this world because it's kind of desert, it's kind of lush. It's not exactly one or the other, and I put little mushrooms all over the place. I don't know. You probably had to eat a couple of those to make the kind of house that I just did. I'm so sorry. If you get that, you get that. If you don't, you know. Anyway, let's pop in to the actual build, and you come... Ooh! It's not painted. Hold on. Alright, we fixed that little snafu. And you come in, you have this cute little entryway, very green, very chic. The kitchen, honestly, might be the best part about this house. It's okay. And then, you know what I noticed when I was trying to do with all the walls? If you go on the wall and you hit shift, you see how it tries to delete like a bunch of stuff? Or like, it's like, why would it delete the stove? What the heck? So just another little gripe I have with the freaking rounded walls. Then you come into the living room. I actually think it's pretty cute in here as well. It doesn't really fall apart until this back area, but you see how there's like these little lighting glitches? Because these walls are technically outside, they actually clip a little bit. You can hardly see them, but like that clips and that clips, because you can only like section this off in the 4 ways you can. Ugh. Not my favorite. Then you have the little bathroom and my toilet deleted. I know I put a toilet in here, so at least that's what I'm blaming the rounded walls for my... I may or may not have forgotten the toilet. I also may have had it deleted because I'm pretty sure I remembered, but the bathroom is not slaying. But there is a cupcake machine, so instantly the house is pretty good. Then you have your primary bedroom with all of our cupcake art, beautiful, gorgeous girls, and just the rest of it. Nothing too special or crazy. I did think about adding in like a little horse stable, but my cupcake was so big I didn't really have space. So you might want to move it on a bigger lot if you download this house. I don't necessarily see you guys downloading this house, but I had a lot of fun building it. So if you also enjoy hearing my little rant about my grandmother and her not smoking habit, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. If you have not already, subscribe to my channel so you can actually see that I'm a decent builder. This was just a little jokey joke, okay? This was a little prank, a little haha. And don't forget to drink your water. I will see you guys next time. Bye, everyone.